Welcome to Spotlight for Success by American Book Company. I am Devin Pintozzi, your host. We are here at the North Carolina Mid-Level Educators Conference, the NCMLE, in Charlotte, North Carolina. We are joined here by Elizabeth Nelson with the AFT, as well as Pablo Dela Canal of the AFT. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, wonderful. So, Elizabeth, tell us a bit about your journey that brought you here to this point. Here you are as a representative of the North Carolina AFT, and what brings you here to NCMLE?
So originally I was an elementary educator. I taught for 13 years in the classroom, taught 5th grade for 8, and then 2nd grade for 5 years. And I noticed that there were a lot of struggles in our schools for funding, for better pay for teachers, and so I decided to start working for NCAFT to fight for those things for our educators in North Carolina.
Wonderful. And Pablo, what brought you to NCMLE?
Well, very similarly, I actually am a teacher right now here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I teach middle school CTE. And similar to Elizabeth, actually I came in through the lateral entry program, and I used to work in business in a bank. And I was just shocked to see some of the things that teachers were going through. And I was looking for a way to make a change, a positive change for teachers. And I was able to hook up with AFT, and we're just trying to basically start a chapter here in North Carolina. They're big national. And this is something that I'm just very passionate because we need to do better for our teachers, for our schools, for our children.
Wonderful. That's great. It's great to be a part of positive change for the education community. So that's wonderful. So tell us a little bit, Elizabeth, about your journey previous as an educator. What are some of the moments that you're like, wow, this was so great. This is why I got into teaching?
That's a great question because there's so many moments that come to mind immediately, but the biggest moments I think relate to student relationships. So all of those memories that I have with my students in the classroom, not necessarily during the learning process, but in those times where we built those relationships to really make meaningful relationships in the classroom and help inspire them to be their best selves, and also inspire me to be my best self as well. So I think some of my favorite memories are just doing things that students love to help inspire their learning, but then also keeping those connections for years later. I have kids that are now graduated from college that I taught that still keep up with me. I went to high school graduations, college graduations, so it's just nice to be able to maintain those relationships through the years.
That is wonderful. And how about for you, Pablo?
Yeah, I mean, same. I think the relationships are key. I actually, before I became a teacher, as I said, I worked in banking, but my in is soccer. I've been coaching soccer for many, many years, and people would tell me, like, you would be a great teacher. And so finally I got the opportunity, and so that's how I started doing. But to me, is the relationships and just seeing when you are able to help a student, and I have several cases where students have come to me afterwards and just kind of said, it's like, now I get it, what you were trying to do for me, and it's just kind of changing lives, basically, to me.
That's wonderful. That's great. The passion of being a teacher reflected here. That's wonderful. Elizabeth, can you tell us a little bit about your journey from being an educator to deciding to go into advocacy here with the AFT North Carolina?
Yeah, absolutely. So I really started this journey voluntarily 10 years ago. I've been volunteering to work for different organizations doing education advocacy on a local level, and then that moved to a state level. And then eventually I got connected with Dr. Jen Mangrum. She ran for State Superintendent of Public Education in 2020. She did not win that race, but had a huge following of teachers that were like, we need you, and we're asking her for help. So Jen and I became friends and continued the advocacy work on the side voluntarily. And then AFT National noticed the work we were doing, and they said, we love what you're doing, we'd love to support it, and they have supported us. And so we're very new to North Carolina officially. We are grassroots, we are making this what we want it to be, but the big push is to support funding for your classrooms, better pay for you all, and more respect for our profession.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful, Elizabeth. And Pablo, what brought you into the AFT North Carolina? At American Book Company in Woodstock, Georgia, we are committed to your students' success. As you can see behind me, we have our workbooks and we have online testing and ebooks that go on fancy iPads over here, for instance. They're all designed to help your students succeed and have higher test scores on their high-stakes assessments. Give us a call, 888-264-5877, or find us on the web, abck12.com, and you can receive a free trial or a free preview book of your choice. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.
But again, so I was looking for a way to help out teachers and to basically advocate for them because I saw the necessity. And just like Elizabeth, I started reading about what Jen Mancrin was doing and just kind of looked her up and kind of sent her an email and I said, hey, I love what I hear from you. Is like, how can I help? And they immediately invited me to be part of the working group. And last year it was only a few of us that kind of got together, decided to create this. It was a digital protest, but we got a lot of people involved. We had Mo Green, who is now our superintendent of public education, and we were just advocating. And then since then, it's just like all the different things that we can do, and it's just like the future has a lot of potential, but we need teachers to join us. That's kind of what we're looking for.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about that a bit. So how can people get involved with what the AFT is doing in North Carolina?
So the number one way to get involved is to join. When you join as a member, it's less than $6 a month to be a part of this, and you get that union protection at your back. You also get liability insurance for on the job, legal services if you ever need them for any reason, over 50 free professional developments for educators that are nationally accredited, and it goes from things like not just math and science, but we have ESL professional developments, EC focused, we have community-driven focused ones. And then we offer things like student loan forgiveness programs, and then a ton of fun things like Disney World discounts and car rental discounts and things like that. So the number one way to get involved is to join, and then we're doing a lot of amazing things. I'll let Pablo tell you a little bit about what he started for AFT, but we're doing a lot of local support and organizing in areas like Durham, the media specialists. There are cuts coming their way, and we're supporting the work that they're doing to fight against those cuts. In New Hanover, we're working towards freedom of expression in the classroom with the local school board. So all over the state we're working, but Pablo can tell you about that.
Well, one of the things that we are really excited about, we had our governor basically come up with their State of the State address, and he definitely proposed some very bold initiatives for education. And we wanted to basically support him. So we decided to create this letter writing campaign. So right now we have it running. We've only started a couple of days ago. We already have over 100 signatures. And we're asking people to come in and sign. Super easy. If you go to our website, there's a link right there. It takes you to the letter that we drafted. You can change it if you need to. If you want to add your special thing that you are looking for, you can put it there. And the nice thing is that you don't have to even think about it. You put in your address, it automatically gets sent to your representative at the General Assembly. Super easy, and it's a great way to advocate for teachers and also to just learn more about what we're trying to do for you guys.
And you can find that at our website. It's ncaft.weebly.com.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Elizabeth Nelson and Pablo Dela Canal. It's been a pleasure speaking with both of you. I wish you much success, and I hope you have a great conference.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity to reaching out.
Thank you.